That actually might just be all of them. In fact, it might have been all of them a
No,
long
the
time ago. Oh,
Himawari
okay, here's
one.
the
Oh, there
Himawari
it
one.
is.
There
There
we
it
go.
is.
Yeah. So Pain says, one can only reach the true world after knowing another pain and shedding tears alongside them. Himawari crying, we now have world peace. So,
Thoughts?
so first of all, outside of the meme, would you agree Yahiko truly believes this, and this isn't a mask or delusion or whatever, Kamui?
Well,
Yahiko's alive,
actually,
Yahiko's
this is
saying
an
it.
interesting point. This is Yahiko saying it. You could argue that Pain's philosophy only comes from him essentially taking Yahiko's words about sharing and knowing another's pain and becoming a god and stuff,
Yeah.
which would be an argument that it is a narrative mask when Nagato's saying it, because that's not Nagato, that's Yahiko.
Yeah.
Well, no, I had actually argued
And he's
the
just
exact
taking the
opposite.
words. He's not necessarily following their intent either.
Well, no,
He's
no,
like
I think the intent
following the
is
words
definitely
explicitly.
there. Like, this is something that Pain would say.
Yeah,
And the
because he's
point is that
taking it from
Yahiko
Yahiko.
believes in himself and believes he can save the world. So these words are accurate and apply to the world actuality. They are believed in.
But Yahiko's meaning of those words was different.
Can you prove that?
Yes, just go look at the filler when you see Yahiko.
Oh, the filler. Yeah, the canon filler, right? The filler that exists and is in the manga.
We're not having that debate. You like filler, so I think it's fair.
Okay, good. Okay. Well. So, do you think Nagato believed this before Yahiko died? I would say he did.
No, he believed in just Jiraiya-like things.
Nah, bro, he's definitely following Yahiko.
But he also told the words that made Nagato restore his faith in himself.
You're breaking up. But yeah, I would say he believed in Yahiko, not necessarily as like a person. That's not the same as like literally following the words he did. He said without necessarily even thinking about what he would have thought in this new situation or whatever.
If
anything,
you
were still here, those are different things.
Exactly. If anything, because Yahiko died and Nagato still believes in them, that shows the validity of these words.
No, he believed in Yahiko.
No, that's
that
he believes in them now as like Sasori believes in eternal art. As opposed to them being a living thing. Yeah, exactly. Too far. He's turned a thing that were words that someone said because they believed them in that moment and making them an eternal object of like perfect ideology or whatever.
He's also like taking it more literal. Like, I don't think Yahiko, from anything we see, had any intention, especially considering they were trying to be a peaceful organization that didn't fight others, if possible. Yeah. They tried to negotiate stuff. I don't think Yahiko was planning on like intentionally causing other people pain to force them to grow up. Like,
do you
think he was saying those things because of the specific circumstances that were around him, and
do you think Yahiko ever changed because as a character? Because I think he was always the same. I think he always believed in this.
But what those words are
well, he only believed in that after experiencing pain, but sure.
But that's not the same as Tendo pain.
Yeah.
Stuff that he's saying. Making a distinction between Yahiko and the Diva path.
Okay, but Kamui, what is the other interpretation here? Because it's a paradox. There's no interpretation here where others aren't in pain.
What?
So what does Yahiko want to do based on these words that isn't what Nagato wanted to do? And I mean broadly, not specifically. Because, yeah, I don't think Yahiko had the idea of the tailed beast or whatever.
Well, because knowing another's pain is basically saying to talk to each other and tell and share your stories. That's different from causing the same pain to everyone.
Yes.
One is a much more extreme thing.
And Sasuke proves that wrong when he tells Naruto he doesn't understand himself.
Well, no, because that's not necessarily. Like, I mean, yeah, Naruto didn't fully understand. Naruto also wasn't trying to understand. Let's start there. He was just trying to bring Sasuke back. So he's hearing Sasuke, but he's not really listening to Sasuke, which is what Yahiko's saying here. That's the start. Second, I mean, they could have just also just Sasuke could have just like been kept his bond, like Kakashi said, and he probably would have been fine. But both are problematic there.
Okay, well, Naruto also says he doesn't understand Sasuke until he loses Jiraiya. And then we've also seen, like, Naruto's not shedding tears when Karui says that Killer Bee was captured. Like, I feel like the only way that you can know another's pain and shed tears alongside them is if you experience the same thing.
That's not true.
I don't think.
I mean, you can just
you list an instance of understanding where it actually is
and
the way in Naruto? Is there any direct evidence?
Imagine it. You just have to put yourself in their shoes and try to imagine it.
That's what Naruto did to Sasuke.
No, it's not. You yourself agreed that Naruto's flaw, like he's not listening to Sasuke. He's not compromising. He's just trying to break every bone in his body. He's not actually trying to do that. He kind of does. Because Naruto didn't think about it like
but
that.
Why didn't he think about it is my point.
Because he's a shonen protagonist. I don't know what you want from him.
Is it because he couldn't or because he didn't?
He's got to solve the problem by punching it.
Exactly. I'd say it's because he couldn't. Because he hasn't gone through that experience yet. Because then why would Kishimoto make Naruto go through that experience and call out that he's going through an experience like Sasuke and now understands Sasuke if not for that? What is Kishimoto trying to say there?
Well, because now that it happened, he definitely understands him.
Exactly.
He's still just going to punch him.
Exactly. So I think he's trying to say that you have to go through the same thing in order to truly understand. Because Naruto wanted to understand.
That's what Nagato
he would have
says.
If he could have.
That's not what Yahiko says here.
Then what is Yahiko saying here?
You just have to know their pain.
And how do you know someone's pain?
They tell you it.
Yeah, talking. Conversations.
Yeah.
The thing that doesn't happen in Naruto.
No, I disagree. I don't think that's just your interpretation of the word knowing.
Well,
because he's not saying hearing.
Well, no, you know it. It's a matter of whether or not you truly comprehend / understand, which is what Nagato's saying about like people. But knowing. If you told me you went to work today, I know it.
Yeah, you're not going to be shedding tears alongside me just because you know my pain, Kamui. If I tell you I went to work today, you're not going to care.
Yeah, but I know you went to work.
Then you're not going to be shedding tears. That's what Yahiko's saying. So there is context there that leads to my interpretation, not yours. It debunks yours.
Well, no, it depends. Because first of all, you haven't even started telling me that work was a bad day. For all I know, it was the happiest day of work ever. I'm not just going to default shed tears because you went to work.
Okay, and if I tell you that I was pained to go to work today, you're not going to be shedding tears.
Well, I don't. Yeah, you got to give me more details than that. Like, describe your day of work. You tell me that like let's just say your whole family died at work because of work. Like your boss killed everyone. Then we'll shed tears together.
I'd say based on the series, you have no evidence, and I do.
Well, first of all,
it's the difference between a human being saying things he believes and another person parroting the words he's heard.
Yeah, well, we've proven
and treating them
already
as an absolute.
The Naruto world and Naruto characters in it are vastly opposite from us, so it doesn't even count anyways.
Yeah.
That Naruto, you just have to know their pain, and then you can shed tears.
I'm about to know your pain, Kamui.
Yeah.
Are you gonna
You
shed
just-
tears?
I'm gonna
just
make you
explode
shed
each
tears.
other's arms.
Well, not unless we know each other's pain.
Look, the important thing, you're not allowed to hold hands in real life. You have to destroy each other's arms so that you can
No, you have to do the
virtually
unison
hold
sign.
hands.
I'd say
So
blasting
that your
off
blood
one another's
stains
arms
can hold hand.
absolutely
Oodie,
perpetuating
I have
the
a
cycle
stupid
of hatred.
question. When you get married, assuming